And we are live.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
Not to the and we are live to what
We're
Groudon
live.
was telling me.
He was
To
asking
the we are
about the
live, I call
controller
you
for
a
the
liar,
PS5.
sir.
It's got tension on it, so like if you're pulling on a bow and you're like holding down the R2 button, like it's like pulling it back, will like put tension on it.
Oh, does the PS5 have the controller have tension sensors?
Yes.
It's got haptic feedback, so if the pressure needed to pull the triggers on it changes depending if it's been a thing that's done in the game, changes depending on what weapon you're using in some cases.
Oh, that's cool. So maybe in the future, like games will have hair trigger mods and stuff.
Well,
Yes.
apparently in like I can't remember, it's the Call of Duty or whatever, the big shooter. All the guns have different fire feels on them.
Yeah, I
So
think
you
that is
can
the Call
tell
of
what
Duty.
weapon you're using by the feel of the trigger.
See,
not
I
only
use
that,
keyboard and mouse, so I can't tell. I just press and the gun goes burr.
yeah. Not only that, if you're walking around, depending on the game, like for example, Bug Snacks, if you're walking around, every time your character walks, it's like little small vibration taps, like you're actually walking.
See, that would bug me. That would bug me. I'd turn that right off.
or if you're in like water, it feels like water in your hands.
I would love that.
Oh, that would trip me out.
No, thank you.
It freaked me out when I was like, "What the hell is this? This is so weird."
Weird. Sorry, it was channeling Little Shop of Horrors. I'm old.
Are you sorry? Are you really sorry?
More?
So,
I'm not really sorry. No.
how are
I
you
didn't think
all?
so.
I can't say it on live, but I'm doing fine.
I am forcing myself to be a productive member of society.
Sometimes you just gotta force yourself to adult.
Ain't that the truth?
I will leave it at that.
Good news, I'm alive. If that counts.
Always good news. dude.
Yes, it definitely
Yes.
counts.
That is the best news.
So, as we're counting down the days to the return of Destiny Forged, I've done 2 rewrites so far for the campaign of where it's going to lead.
Uh-oh.
Because I had an idea, and then I had a cooler idea, and now I have an even cooler idea that kind of branches off what you guys are doing right now.
Oh. We still need to like figure out a time where we can have like a short conversation about the dumb shit that Rose is gonna do when we come back.
Woo, dumb shit.
You know, well, here's the thing. I don't know if it's dumb shit. I feel that it's basically it's an extreme emotional outburst. The problem with Rose
honestly, I've been expecting that for a while.
So her it's gonna culminate into some shit, and I don't know where it's gonna spiral into because she's been holding on to a lot of shit, and she's about ready to pop. She's gonna do some potentially dumb shit. I don't know if it's gonna piss off Coatil. One particular thing that she's gonna do. I mean, it's weird. I mean, there's a vengeance motif that's gonna be a real hard play for the first few sessions of Rose coming back.
Always good.
She's
really been missing Destiny Forge the last like month or so. I don't know why. It's just like all of a sudden, oh man, I really, really want to play that game again. And I gotta say, it was very, very satisfying to play Kyo, albeit very, very briefly yesterday. It kind of sated that need for the moment to jump back into Destiny Forged.
I'll have to watch that.
I will say a conversation that I had a while ago with Groudon has inspired me to work on something in the game.
I forgot what was the conversation.
You'll remember when you get to it.
Yeah, that's usually.
I
how
have
it
bad
happens.
memory. You might have to type
So
it to
do
me
I.
in DMs.
That's perfect.
So do I. That's why I tell people to DM me. That way I can double check the notes if I need to say anything later on.
Wait, was it something I sent you?
No,
Oh, okay. I thought it was that.
it's something
that
it's something that we talked about in passing.
Okay, I think I might have.
I took that and I made updates to it.
Okay. I like updates.
So, before we get into tonight, we should probably start the dice giveaway.
Oh,
That'll
yes.
be a good thing.
That is a thing that
We're still doing
should do.
that.
December and January.
We missed a couple sessions where we couldn't do
Oh.
it because of
Mhm.
things. So
'Cause
we're
of life.
we're making up for the missed session, so we don't shortchange the community.
Okay, cool.
And we have multiple
So-
dice like sitting at Zoro's house. So
The set that we're giving away is the one I'm about to link in chat there. It is another one of the gummy sets, and it looks delicious. I want to eat it.
I
It
got this one over the break. It's
it makes
amazing.
me think of saltwater taffy, which is just like the best thing ever.
Oh, that's a purdy.
the
set.
the
I-
baby
I just
shark,
want
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want it so badly. But the
Oh.
giveaway for it is open now, and all you have to do is type !December into chat in order to enter yourself into the giveaway. We will be doing the drawing for this sometime around our second break, either just before or just after. And if your name is drawn, as with all of the other giveaways, you do have to tell us what it is that you won by just saying dice or math rocks or what have you in chat, so we know you're paying attention. And we will get your Discord username from you to contact you when it's ready to ship out. And that's all there is to it. Aside from this one, there will be one more dice giveaway happening, I believe, during the Pathfinder game on Saturday. And then
yeah.
a dice bag giveaway, hopefully Saturday evening, during the potential last episode of our Christmas-themed mini-adventure.
Yep.
I'm
We're,
really hoping it is, because I have a big surprise for everybody at the end of that.
Yeah, I think Marvin's gonna die.
Is
in
it more
he's in a
trauma
bad-
for
bad-
my
he's
poor
in a
Blue?
bad place. Trauma for Blue, like Marvin's
Yeah,
the one.
Rojan made her kill her friend in front of her other friends.
Yeah, and then right after,
Excuse
that,
me.
he Capri Sun to Marvin with a vampire.
Yeah.
Let's back it up a bit here. I didn't force you to kill your friend. You just thought, I'm gonna cast cure on this. I'm gonna cast cure on this greater vampire. What can go wrong?
Yes, me, a non-combatant, thought, oh, my friend is in trouble. Let me heal him. Oh, crap. I just killed him. Oh, now the charm has worn off, but he still feels like a friend, so I killed him in front of my other friends. Poor innocent Blue. You
Not no innocent
ruined
now.
her.
I ruined her.
He's
Innocence
going down
lost.
the dark path and switching to College of Swords Bard now.
Are you mean are you gonna finally use the airing of grievances ability that I gave you?
No, I don't have that cantrip, so it doesn't work. I don't even have it on my list.
Grievances. Oh my god.
Blue is a College of Festivus bard. One of her abilities I gave her was called the airing of grievances. When you use vicious mockery, it spreads to another creature,
Yeah,
and it
it's
keeps doing that
badass.
when they fail saves.
Oh my! So you basically gave her chained vicious mockery.
Yeah, so what happens
Yep.
is she uses vicious mockery on somebody. If they fail a save, they then use said vicious mockery on someone else, and it keeps going until like either you run out of opponents or somebody finally makes a save.
Why are you
That
not
is
using
awesome.
that? Oh my
It's
God.
amazing, and Blue doesn't even have the vicious mockery cantrip.
Oh,
So
Because
Oh my-
Blue
I mean,
is
she-
100% support.
Yep.
Yeah.
No
She has-
offensive spells.
one spell that can do damage, but she'd never use it in an instance where it will do damage.
wow.
Thankfully, she's been using the feats of strength, because every time
Yes.
she uses bardic inspiration, people gain advantage on strength rolls and everything.
Yep.
So at least she's been using that. Yeah, but a potentially like super strong spell.
Yep.
I'm gonna use
just
that is
out
that
the
is
window.
that is beyond super strong. Oh my god! Like, how do you not consider that a support spell? I mean that is control to the umpteenth degree.
It does damage, so she's not going to use it.
Yeah, I play a near 100% support bard in 5e that I have stashed away, and she has damage spells.
It's not that she's just 100% support, it's that she is straight up a non-combatant. She will not do damage to anybody deliberately.
Deliberately.
Which she still hasn't. She did not realize that the positive energy was going to hurt
Excuse me.
the vampire.
So,
And that's why she's now traumatized.
speaking of trauma,
She'll never heal again.
the last time we left off here, the group was high in the high past the atmosphere of the planet inside the belly of the living starship Samantha. It was pretty much everyone's first time in space. You saw other planets, stars, the sun at a different level, and the planets that you call home below you.
Apparently, there's a giant continent hidden under a magical barrier.
Yep.
That nobody knows about.
Yep. Upon re-entry, though, Samantha was attacked by a skeletal dragon, forcing her to jettison all of you down into like a swamp-like bayou wetland area just outside of the jungle's borders. While trudging through this wetland, you came across a group of grung who had set up a giant steel trap that Christiana had set off with a fancy rope trick. Unfortunately, this trap was designed specifically for a frog hemoth that had been terrorizing the area. Is there a frog hemoth outside your window, Fox?
There might be. As soon as you said that, I heard a loud thump out there.
I thought you were talking about Ogren snoring right behind me.
Ogren's a mini frog hemoth. After a bit of an intense fight and Amelia being swallowed by the creature, a very damaging inflict wound spell kind of rotted it from the inside out, killing it, making Amelia a hero in the eyes of the tiny little frog creatures, who began to call her their chosen one. And they very adamantly requested that you follow them so you may speak to their elder. While traveling through their town, there was a halfway mark that the grung would not pass, saying they had not earned the right from their gods to build settlements there. Walking across this half of the area, the group began to hear voices of the damned. Uncomfortable chills running up your spine, just the feeling that something was just looming over your back. A bit hesitantly, all of you did meet with the grung elder, who explained the situation regarding the frog hemoth, its summoning into the area by a witch who previously called the wetlands her home and was now heading north into the jungles in order to search for the ruins that were opened by that meteor. Through her tale, you learned that there were items of great evil that were buried inside this ruin, along with an ancient, not an ancient, but a being that had once been buried there as a punishment from an affront to the gods. Somehow, with the meteor's impact on the land. She feels that one of the orbs inside may have been activated, causing a thick miasma-like fog to begin to spread through the forest, killing anything it touches almost instantaneously, turning it inside out, skeletons ripping themselves from flesh, and then the flesh and skeletons becoming separate creatures. Providing each of you with a mark of protection to stop your skeletons from jettisoning themselves out of your body. She requested that you make your way north and once again seal the ruins. With the acceptance of her request, she presented Amelia an iron coin that would allow you to communicate with her if need be, if you spoke her name. She said that her name was Flipenda. And as she bid you farewell, she didn't bid you farewell. She offered you use of her home for the night to rest up. That's the way you can replenish your spells and heal any wounds that you may have received during the fight with the frog hemoth. And as we open today, everyone wakes up from a very, very comfortable and very peaceful rest inside that large back room of the hut that seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Funny enough, when you begin to stir, you notice that your two companions that had wandered off are with you, as both Farron and Rild are asleep on like their own piles of furs.
What do you mean wandered off? I was in the back of the ship making more ammo, and these guys just got dropped off without me.
And
I forgot you were there.
there's a note sitting next to Amelia that says that is from Cornelius, apologizing for the rough landing and explaining that both Farron and Rild had somehow not been jettisoned when you were. Samantha is safe, and your friends are thankfully in one piece.
So before I leave the room I'm in, I'm
Mhm.
going to pull out that incense and the ivory strips that I picked up from the elder.
Mhm.
And I'm more it's been 10 minutes, I'm more cast legend lore, focusing on the orb that we're supposed to go and do something about.
Okay. What does Legend Lore do?
I popped into chat.
You popped in the chat. Awesome. I didn't hear the beep, so.
Oh, yeah, it's a long one.
Name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate, but might be couched from figurative language. Okay. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on one hand, the spell might yield information. Woe to the evildoer whose hand touches this axe, for the half slices the hand of the evil ones. Only a true child of stone, lover of Moradin, may awaken the true power. Okay, so it gives you pretty much a in-depth rundown of what this orb is.
I usually, when I have a player that uses that, I usually clarify folktale with actuality, which I think that's how the intent is, because greater artifacts always have some sort of weird folktale or esoteric lore around it that's more than likely some like overblown exaggeration. I use it to basically sift through the nonsense and give you something that is not the legend but is actual, even
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
what it sounds like it does anyway. It gives you the true form of it.
yeah.
So you're looking specifically for that orb that's causing the miasma. Or what is it?
Yes, because that's more useful information to find out more about the temple or whatever it was sealed in.
Okay, so you're looking for information on the orb. So the orb itself is named the Orb of Everdeath. It is an ancient. It's an ancient magical item that was created by a conclave of liches thousands of years ago. As the story goes, there were 5 of these orbs that were created. The point or the plan was for these liches to affix these orbs at 5 different towers in different locations of the world and then activate them, which would then cover all the realms in this thick miasma, turning every man, woman, child, creature into undead thralls for them to rule over. Though, as these tales always go, the plans were thwarted, and these liches were sealed away in these hidden crypts throughout the world. The orb itself cannot be destroyed, but it can be deactivated. To do so, you need a heavy amount of blood from a willing participant. The participant must be living and cannot be older than middle age. Pretty much requires the blood of the young.
Oh, I'm safe.
Doing so will put the orb into a dormant-like state once again. Though there is a warning with it that anybody that comes close to it begins to succumb to the corruption that it emanates. Those who are not careful or strong of mind slowly succumb to the orb's influence and will begin to try to defend it with their very lives.
Ready.
How long does that spell take? Takes
10
10 minutes to
minutes.
cast. Okay. So while you're casting this spell, what are the rest of you what are the rest of you doing as you are waking up for the day?
Gorngle will look for something to eat and hopefully something that resembles coffee.
Right, and Dorgal, as you begin to think of food, a small portion of the hut's floor begins to swirl and reshape as a table appears in front of you with your meal of choice and not only a nice hot cup of coffee, but a full kettle of it as well.
Oh, he's like super happy. He's just like, oh, come, my friends. We must eat, fill our bellies, so that way we can prepare ourselves for the rigors of the journey ahead.
I'm more concerned about the fact that this hut seems to be reading your mind.
Well, I was very hungry and I wanted some food and some coffee, and apparently the hut took notice and provided. I don't think it's an illusion. It seems very solid. As he bangs on the table, he's like,
Oh yeah, it's a very solid make.
bang, bang, bang. It's like, see, no illusion.
So,
If it was an illusion, it would be less concerning, to be honest.
I think seeing that Therian is going to imagine just this like huge, lavish dwarven breakfast.
Like one of those
Hoping-
like 6-course breakfasts.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and as you start thinking about that, the floor in front of you swirls and like crafts itself into a beautiful dwarven long table filled with various meats and stews and oatmeals and just all this hearty food that you want.
And there's no hesitation whatsoever from Therian. He just digs right in.
And as this happens, everyone else begins to smell like the wonderful odors like permeating off this food, giving you a sense that this is real.
Real's going to sit down opposite Tharian and just start digging in.
What about Christiana and Farron?
Strana's going to kind of think about this for a moment.
Farron, she's gonna like kind of just sit up and just be like, food.
Just food?
Just food. That's it.
Just random bits of food kind of like appear as you've given no like specificities to it. So you have a bowl of porridge and like a small bowl of fruit and then like a nice glass of cold milk.
She looks around the room and just gives a thumbs up. That's it.
Christiana's just going to ponder the concept of a large bowl of many different types of fruits. Possibly even one that is not readily available in this area.
And as your mind begins to wander to like the various fruits that you have either eaten or heard of in your travels, the floor once again spirals and the table appears in front of you with like just a vast like cornucopia of fruits, some local, some exotic.
Well, that's concerning. Tasty, but concerning.
It's pretty common amongst high-level magic users. It's just a convenience, that's all.
Doesn't make it any less strange.
And Amelia, after you've cast your spell and you've gotten the information about the orb, you look around the room and you see almost everybody at their own personal table with various meals in front of them.
Thorngol's gonna reach over to like the big dwarf table and like take some meat and stuff off of it.
So like a big old turkey leg.
Heck yeah, man.
Dark meat.
Amelia will get up and she's going to make her way over to Real. She's going to drop off the note that she received this morning with Dorgal. Um, just so someone else has the information, and then she's gonna go sit down. She's not gonna touch the food, but she'll sit down next to her brother, looking probably a little worried.
Are you gonna eat from the food? Okay,
She'll probably nibble on something a little bit, but not really a full.
but you're still gonna eat stuff, right?
Just yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
So you spend about an hour or so eating your food, just enjoying the calming sounds of the jungle life outside, being thankful that you were able to sleep in an actual bed for the first time since you left Final Rest.
It's been a little bit.
It's been a bit. And as you finish up your meals, if any of you had any sort of disease or poison, it's now been removed from your system. Also, you are immune to poison and being frightened today, and you will make all wisdom saves with advantage.
Heroes Feast?
Yes, everyone is getting an effect of a Hero's Feast.
Yay, Heroes Feast.
On top of that, everybody will gain 13 maximum HP
Oh, thank
Nice.
you.
Like for the day?
for the day.
Ooh. Heck yeah.
And you gain that additional HP, so it puts you up to full.
Nice. That puts me at 91 hit points.
So, Rild was sitting across from Therian, right? At his
Yes.
dwarven table. So, seeing that Amelia it's kind of nibbling on the food rather than actually eating the food, Therian's just gonna grab just like this huge platter of varying meats and cheeses and breads and stuff and hoist it up and slam it down on the table in front of her. Eat, eat. We have a big adventure ahead of us. And any hut that produces food like this can't be all bad, right? As he grabs a large mug of breakfast ale and starts downing it. It's all like sloshing out of his mouth and over his beard. It's enthusiastic dwarven eating.
Hey, the beard needs nutrition as well.
Exactly.
He's always.
And once everyone has had their feast and the final crumbs of food are consumed, the tables kind of liquefy and then form back into the floorboards underneath.
Creepy.
Totally not a hag.
And the beads that were separating the large room that you were in from the front kind of rattle as Flipenda comes through. Oh, I see that you are all up. I assume you ate?
Yes, your house provided very good food. Thank you.
Yes, she is a very, very good house. Not many of her kind left in the world, but I am lucky
Of
to have her.
Kind?
Oh, yes. My home is He's a mimic. A very old mimic who wishes to help in any way she can.
I approve of this 100%.
She provides me nourishment and comfort in these long jungle days.
No disrespect to your house, but the mimic this size must be well fed. No.
Oh, she has ready access to her meals. She prefers more the fish and toads that live around here than humanoid meat. It's easier on her digestion now.
Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that that mimics lose their ability to digest tougher food as they get older. That's something that good information. We might have to put that down in the archives for other adventurers to know.
They're like the rest of us. Time passes, our bodies aren't as they used to be. And as she looks over and she kind of shakes a head concerningly at the way like Dorngal looks, not Dorngal, but Therian looks, his beard just like covered in ale. The manners of dwarves. And then there's
They're quite good, aren't they?
There's a slight rumbling underneath Dorngal for a moment, and you all just see Dorngal become exquisitely clean.
You mean Theron?
Yeah, Theron.
The other Dorngal?
The other Dorngal. Dwarf Dorngal, not Bear Theron.
Thing doesn't quite feel right.
Oh, she cleaned you.
You looked quite handsome, my friend. I don't think I ever seen you look so good in all time I know you.
It doesn't feel appropriate. You see, we just had a wonderful meal, and when a dwarf has a wonderful meal, well, you can see it quite literally all over their face.
Yes, but she does not like untidiness.
It's a sign of respect.
Well, I mean, think of it this way: we're about to go into the jungle. We don't want the animals trying to use you as a feeder. I think that's what the humans call it, right? When they put the food inside the box and leave it out for the things, right? Feeder, I think, right?
I suppose that's true. Crumbs in the beard might attract bugs, and nobody wants a bug in their beard.
See? Sometimes I get the bugs in my fur. It's a real hassle. Thankfully, now I got Rutka to help me out with that.
Just picture the two bear folk picking all the bugs and crumbs out of each other's fur at the end of each day.
It's a grooming ritual.
It's skinship, my friend. It's skinship.
Suppose I could get behind something like that. Well, I thank you greatly for the clean. Feels interesting.
Now, is there anything else I can do for any of you before you make your way through the jungles?
I suppose pointing us in the right direction would be great help.
Yes.
Just follow the path north. It will lead you to the forest's edge.
Be no problem for my perception.
And I apologize if you told us this yesterday and I forgot. But do you know how we are to either destroy or seal this orb?
I do not.
I do an insight check.
Okay.
$21.
But she honestly doesn't know how to seal it.
Okay. Solid one, though.
Yeah, she knows some information about it, but it's not enough to like give you the cliff notes of how to deactivate it.
Yep.
Well, I will see you to the town's edge then. I once again thank you for saving my little ones from the froghemoth. And I hope you can save the rest of us from that mist.
They held their own in that battle as well. I'm gonna start walking towards the door.
Okay? What about the rest of you?
Dorngol just bows in respect and heads out the door.
Farron follows suit.
Stan is uncertain about being inside a mimic now.
You mean a mimic spellcaster?
This is all types of uncomfortable.
A mimic that is strong enough to cast Hero's Feast?
Yep.
Just think
Ascension
about it.
mimic, I allow this.
It's like, how many times can you say you are inside the belly of Mimic and you walked out to tell the tale?
Not only were you inside the belly of a mimic, you slept inside the belly of a mimic, and then the mimic fed and cleaned you.
Yep.
Dude, community mimics are awesome.
I'm glad they're like an official thing now.
Mhm.
It's about time.
Wait, their official thing?
Yeah,
That's cool.
In the new Tome of Beasts, there is a template on how to make community mimics, which
Oh.
are mimics that are technically great old mimics that aren't like all about just killing people and everything. They take care of their communities.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
That is awesome.
it's like Mama Mimic. It's weird.
See, when I first heard
It's not
community
weird, that
mimic,
makes
I
sense.
thought it was just like a mimic hive.
That's
I mean, there are
substantially less okay.
There are those too. I mean, there can be a colony that is just nothing but mimics. They all look like houses and everything, but they're an abandoned town. And then they just
That'd be
eat,
cool.
would-be adventurers who just wander through them.
Oh, you're gonna come inside and look around? Great. Come on in.
So I think Therion's going to grab his new warhammer and lead Reaver out the front door with.
Oh yeah, because
everyone else.
you've got your grandfather's hammer now
I
because
sure
of
do.
a very lackadaisical wish. Okay.
Rild will say his thanks and take his leave.
And she sees you to the edge of town, and as you all gather there, she hands each of you a small leather sack.
I like sacks.
Some food for the road ahead. Who knows if the meat in the jungle is corrupted. Least I can do is make sure that you're fed for now.
I look inside of the sack.
And when you look inside of the sack, it's various strips of dried meats and berries. And she's like, this is a creation of my own. You will only need one piece of food for the day. Any food that you put in here will be preserved and will gain the benefits of you only needing to eat once a day in order to satisfy your hunger.
How long does this enchantment last?
As long as there is food in it. So everyone on your character sheets could write down that you have a good sack lunch.
Ooh.
I immediately
Yeah.
take all the rations that I already had and dump them into that bag too.
and you just pile them in.
Yep.
And you see them all like shimmer for a brief moment.
I'm here.
Therian, for once, has the right idea. All food goes in the bag now.
Now the bag
have a
does have
question.
a limit. It is not a bag of holding. So
I wanna try something.
Good berries into the bag.
Yes.
it's pretty much what she's done. She's imbued the good berry spell onto the sack, so anything that's put inside technically becomes a good berry.
Okay.
Okay. Would I recognize that as
Yes.
such and not have to bother?
Being a druid and the way that she's described the enchantment that is on these bags, you know that she has personally imbued them with like a good berry feature.
Ooh.
So
That
if a
is awesome.
food has a like an effect and you put it in the bag, does it lose that effect?
It does, yeah. If it's some sort of special food and you put it in there, it would lose that effect because it then becomes a good berry.
Gotcha. Okay.
But say like you hunt a deer and you have leftover meat after you make your meal, you could put the deer meat in there. It would dry and salt the meat and make those strips of meat into good berries.
So we don't even have to dry and salt the
Nope.
meat. We just take the strips and stick them
You
in the
can,
bag.
yeah, you like as long as like it's cooked, it's fine. Now, if you put raw meat in there, that you're gonna have some issues.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you still have to prepare it. You still have to. You
Gotcha.
still have to at least cook it.
Gotta at least put some fire to
Yeah,
it.
it's basically magic Tupperware.
That's awesome.
Nice. And you said it was a good bag lunch?
Yep, a good sack lunch,
A good sack lunch.
as in it's adequate. And after she hands everybody their sack lunches, she kind of waves as she begins to make her way back into town and her home. And as you are standing on the edge of town, who is going to lead the group through the first leg of this journey?
I volunteer as tribute.
I am completely fine with that. All right, so Groudon, what I need is what skill Theron is going to be using for this
Aaron.
not Theron, Farron, like Thorngall. Y'all have names that sound alike.
Not planned.
We're all Theron now.
I mean, not
All of our
really
names.
though.
Not
I
planned.
shall intimidate nature. I'm just kidding.
Oh yes, intimidate nature.
Hey, I've succeeded.
Did that not go too well for us at one point?
No, it succeeded the first time. That was that one night. The second time didn't work out. No, I think I will just use. I have no clue where the hell I'm going, but I'm gonna use survival.
Okay. You were told to follow the path that is going to lead you north.
Okay, I am going north.
Thumbs up. Survival? Okay, survival's a good one.
Is this with advantage or no?
No, this is not with
Okay.
advantage.
Okay. Wait, what?
This is not with advantage.
Gotcha. At 2025.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't wisdom technically survival technically a wisdom?
And
check?
that's with the new dice, baby.
No, because that's
Nice.
wisdom check specifically,
Oh, okay. You mean
not
raw,
wisdom. Raw wisdom, not
wisdom
base
check.
skills.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure, because I mean,
I get you. I get you. That's a good question. All right.
mean,
Now I need percentiles.
Centiles. I can do that.
Can you?
I mean, I technically can because I have dice and I can throw.
use the brass dice. Let's see what they do.
The question is, may I? Yes, I will. That'll be a 69.
Natural 20 and a 69. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So you all begin to go through like the first leg out of this town, and you begin to get to a thicker parts of the wetlands where water is now kind of like flooding up along like the sides of the path. You can still dryly walk across the ground, but you can see that there are various creatures and whatnot, swamp life, swimming in the water around it, kind of giving you a sense that if you were to disturb this water, bad things may happen, or you would alert something. But on the path, you're safe. When you get to an area that the path becomes a little bit tighter, Baron, you see a skeletal hand sticking up out of the water, maybe about 10 feet off of the path. Around its wrist is this black leather bracer that just seems to be hanging from the bone.
Just want to clarify with everyone. Water, don't touch. Take that information as you will. You're muted.
So we're told we can't touch the water, but the bracer is in a like skeletal hand that's in the water, poking out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here's the water. It's like the freaking Terminator thumbs up thing. That's it.
How bad can the water be?
No.
How far off the path is the skeletal hand?
About
Yeah.
10
It was
feet.
10 feet.
Is there any foliage or anything in the water?
You can see like cattail reeds sticking up out of it, and like long strands of grass.
Do I have in my equipment?
All doing the experiment here.
I got a 10-foot reach on my glaive. I might be able to grab with that if I. But Amelia's not interested.
I mean, I've got rope. Could try to lasso it.
Think you can lasso it without disturbing the water?
Without disturbing the water, not very likely.
Does anyone have mage hand?
It's fine. We can touch the water. What's the worst that can happen?
I back the fuck up 60 feet.
Famous last words.
Right.
So am I hearing you're going to lasso the arm?
Oh my god.
I mean, it seems like a viable option.
I mean, it is.
It's an option.
It's an option. I'm not saying it's a good option.
Curiosity is going to get the better of me, no matter what.
If they look like.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So who all is planning to lasso this thing?
The person that can actually make a ranged attack with a lasso.
I will.
Oh, that's
cast,
me.
I will cast guidance.
Okay. So if you're going to use the lasso, it's a straight up dex check.
Go ahead.
Plus
Right.
You got this. I got my sword at the
With
ready.
Guidance, that's D4, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. That's going to be not dex save. It's going to be an 18 for the roll, and then a 21 with guidance.
Very nice. So, like some sort of Wild West rope trick showman, you just easily launch your rope out, and it lands snugly around this skeletal arm.
Very slowly start pulling it,
Okay. And
trying to
you
do
begin,
as little disturbance as possible.
as you begin to pull it, you feel that there is some sort of tremendous weight to this thing. So can you give me a strength roll?
I'm gonna let them know it's heavy. I have a
Sword
negative
at the
1 to my
ready?
strength.
I'll grab a hold and help him pull.
All right, so go ahead and make it with advantage.
Okay, that's a good thing, because it would have been a 9.
No,
That's 16.
16. It takes
Is
a
guidance still on, or is it one-time use?
No, it's a one-time use.
yeah.
Okay.
So
It's for the next check you make.
it takes a bit of time, but you and your sister are able to pull this thing along the floor of the shallow water. And as you pull and it's getting closer and closer to you, you see coming out of it a fully armored skeleton, probably about 8 feet in height, wearing a shining platinum full plate, like breastplate, with a winged helm, a very, like, hanging loosely around its hips, a soft blue and yellow belt, and then clutched in 2 arms on its left side is this very hefty looking great axe.
I don't use great axes, so.
And as you get this monstrosity of a skeleton up onto the shore, you can tell at one point this being had 4 arms, but had lost one. And from the looks of the 4th arm, the way that it's had been torn off, it was broken off in combat.
Goro, is that you?
Does Dorngo recognize this skeleton?
Go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Wouldn't that be history?
No, it'd be nature.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to
You
recognize.
could do nature or medicine, since you can examine the bones as well.
Ooh, let's see. Do I have a higher medicine check? Then nature.
General Grievous.
It's only plus
Oh,
1.
jeez. Yes.
General Grievous, jeez. Alrighty, fingers crossed. That is 24.
24.
Hold on, 19 on that one.
This creature, this skeleton, is nothing you've ever seen before. It's completely alien to you. Just like even looking it over, you don't recall any sort of creature that would have this sort of natural skeletal structure.
It's like, I've done battle with many things in my short life, and I've never seen or had anything like this beast. Person. I don't know. Yeah, the 2 arms too many.
But as Dorangal gives that over, you look over you have this heavily armored and armed skeleton at your feet.
You said there was a bracer?
There is a black bracer on one of its arms. There is a shining breastplate, like a full mail breastplate on its upper body. A light blue and yellow belt is like hanging limply around its waist. And then on the left-hand side, where the 2 arms remain, is this very hefty looking great axe. This great
Check out
axe,
the bracer.
before you touch, my friend, let me see if these things have the magic aura.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, and then Dorngo's gonna, as a ritual, cast detect magic.
And like you cast detect magic and everything on this creature lights up.
Jeez.
But yeah, everything on the skeleton there is magic. Can I? Is there like a general? Because I get to know what the
So the
I get to
bracer
know-
has transmutation on it. The axe itself, you're getting various enchantments coming off of it. Like it's not just one. The breastplate itself is protection. And then the belt itself again is transmutation.
So then Dorngo will suggest I'm concerned because two of the things have strong transmutation aura, and the axe I think it has more than one enchantment on it. I think it's safe if we take it to someplace less wild. I mean, strange thing for Druid to say, take thing to less wild, but I mean, we need to communicate items to see what they are. Don't want to be disturbed by something that maybe wants to take one of our arms off, like this guy.
So you like in your medicine check, you could tell that this wasn't taken off by magical means. This is something bit it off.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Okay.
He's like,
yeah.
It's like he's like, yeah, let's go someplace where whatever ate his arm isn't gonna try and eat one of ours.
Oh yeah, of course. You know.
Like, it's like,
I mean, if someone can pick up the axe, you know, and the armor, which I don't think anyone here can use the armor.
yeah, Rutgar, if our resident centaur is not going to use it.
Rutgar can
I
use
think
it.
We have a
Christiana
couple
could use it.
heavy armor users in the group.
Oh, okay.
Is Therian not plate?
Yep, he's full plate right now.
Yeah, Therian could wear it as well.
Wait, hold on. I can't remember what
And
mine is.
like this is like the
But is it full plate or just breastplate?
it is a full breastplate. It's
Oh,
like
okay, gotcha.
it's like it belonged maybe to a set, but he only had the upper half of it.
Okay, gotcha.
But this breastplate is just emblazoned with like a rising sun. The rays of the sun itself kind of like stretching out over the back. And on the back you can see the sun kind of like setting down as the rays go down to connect to it, almost turning into wisps of night.
Do I recognize that iconography?
Yeah, you could
It looks like a holy symbol.
go ahead and give me a religion roll.
Can I give one as well?
Yes, you can.
Oof, I only have a +1 on that. This is horribly gonna suck.
18.
And that is a 10. So yeah, just no idea.
All right, so Amelia, you almost instantly recognize this as being some sort of armor, either dedicated to or blessed by that of Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Ooh.
Look at that with the group. She'd be like, I think the Thunder blessed this armor.
It's Lathander armor. Throw it back in the water.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong.
And-
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with Lathander. Lathander's a bro.
So it might have some good properties to it. It's definitely worth taking
Well,
along with us. If no one
if-
wants to carry it, I could bring the skeleton to life and it can carry it.
No.
That's a good idea around here.
Yes, cast necromancy in a cursed swamp. What can go wrong?
I
That thing-
mean, I can carry it. It's not. We just wrap it up in one of the hides or something nicely. I can just carry it on my back.
Yep.
You
And
can pull a
as-
skeleton.
When you pick it up, Christiana, it is light. It's like feather light. Like it throws you off a bit because this definitely looks like it's got some heft to it, but it's like you're picking up a piece of cloth.
Well, I mean, wrap all of it up in one of the hides, tie it up, and throw it on my back for now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
That way it's safe, secure, and it's not going to be a big deal.
Okay.
Potentially, no one gets turned into whatever this thing is by accident.
So that's the armor. And as you remove the armor, a small sack kind of falls off of the back of it with a thud, with a very hefty thud.
I'll take the barrel of my rifle and open the sack.
And as you look in it, you see these strange like metal cylindrical tubes inside of them, or inside of the bag.
Drongle has no interest in metal tubes.
And as you're looking at the tube, your eyes catch something on the axe itself, and you can see one of them embedded into the axe haft.
I think these go with the axe.
Don't tell me it's another one of your weird creations. Let me throw a vial into a goddamn weapon.
Dude, I love that. I'm tempted to try something with Rose's armor to see if it works.
I mean, I love it. I don't know if Rojan was inspired by this, but it definitely reminds me of it. But like Tyrus's mace is like Weiss's rapier.
Yeah, it's like a dust-powered rapier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, wrap it all up, axe included,
Okay.
and just
So you just take everything and throw it on Christiana's back?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Dorngal advises heavily no one wear any of it until we know what the hell it is.
Yeah. Do some proper checks on it
Especially the
before we
two
see it.
transmutation items.
No, put them on. Nothing can go wrong.
It's like-
Nothing will
I'll
go
do
wrong.
it.
What can go wrong?
but I don't think I'm going to have too much of a problem carrying it.
No, you don't.
Wait, do you carry the skeleton too?
No.
Okay, I was about to say.
And it's like the final piece is like removed from the skeleton. It just kind of falls to ash. Not falls to ash, but falls to dust.
Huh.
Wow, that skeleton held on pretty well.
Like, what's Ash doing here?
Looking for the silk sheets that the gnolls stole.
Yep.
Yes.
No, she heard there was hags in the area, so
So-
naturally.
So out of morbid curiosity,
Mhm.
Dorngal's gonna like take some of the ash and wrap it up in a kerchief and stick it in his pouch
Okay.
and bring it along with him because
Okay.
he's never seen anything like one of these before, and he wants to know what it is. You know,
Can you identify of dust?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
he did that nature or medical role, but it's like it's completely alien to him. He's never
Yeah.
seen something like
Yeah,
this.
like he's never seen it. He's never heard it. I mean, tales. He's never heard anybody or seen anything like whatever this thing is. And he's like, this is either like if it's a monster, he kind of wants to hunt it. If it's some monster race of humanoid, or if it's like something maybe he can spar with. He's just like, oh my god, it's got 4 arms and it's not a bug.
I'd have to ask.
He's like,
Rogan.
what is it?
I have to ask, and you don't even have to tell me the exact detail, just simply yes or no. Or is it from that creature? Is it from the new tome?
No, it's
just
not.
Random?
This is just a completely random thing, completely random encounter I have.
Okay, gotcha. I'm excited.
And that axe is a new type of weaponry that I've been working on.
Awesome. All right, onward.
So is Farron continuing to lead everybody through the swamp, or?
Sure. I mean, we're not out of the swamp yet, so yes.
Okay.
Same thing.
Another nat 20?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. I was just
Oh,
saying, same
Same skill. Same skill.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
same
'Cause you
skill.
said same thing. I'm like, damn, 2 nat 20s in a row.
No,
How many
no,
of these
no.
4-armed guys you gonna find laying in the swamp?
Right. I rolled a
Until
17
each
plus
of us are
5,
equipped.
22.
22. All right, so go ahead and give me the percentile rolls.
All right. I love these dice. That is a 95.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
17
There you
and a
go.
95.
That's my trick. I need to buy metal dice from now on.
Metal dice have some heft when you roll them. Like,
Oh fuck yeah.
like the extra life dice. Like, I gotta push that thing in order for it to actually have it roll and not just thud in place. So, DC was a little bit higher this time around because you were using the same skill, and you get to a point in your travels to where you're still like on that thin stretch of land. And as you get to one location, your eyes thankfully like catch sight of these creatures in the water, and you stop everybody as you see these alligators swimming through the water. So as they're moving, you can tell that there's webbing like from between its arms to its body, almost like as if it has glider wings.
Flying gator?
And as one like kind of rolls upside down slowly, you can see a mouth on its belly kind of like open up and close before it comes righting itself up again and swimming.
Okay. Now, out of curiosity, do I hear ticking? I'm just kidding. Okay. Can I do a nature roll on these creatures?
Give me a moment. I gotta find their character sheets.
Oh, never mind that.
You can most definitely give me a nature or history roll. Excuse me, because they are native to the swamps. This isn't like some new creature. This is something that resides in the swamp.
I can do
If
history.
you-
I have a 6.
Okay. Can I do
24.
a nature, seeing them, having them pointed out to us?
Yeah, you could do that.
That's going to be 19.
And 24 for me.
19 and 24. You know that these are unnatural monstrosities that have been corrupted and mutated through dark magics. They were originally just alligators, but now they're these strange creatures that you know as murgurks. On top of the winged arms and the belly of the stomachs, they've got multiple tentacles that stretch out from their back that can be used to grapple prey.
Okay. I'm officially going to call them Ermagurts. So how far away are they?
Well, since you saw them,
They're
Let me-
in initiative range.
let me grab everybody from the from here. Pull you onto the map.
I like maps.
God, there's so many. There are 2 large creatures here. I forgot about this. Not that it's a problem. Okay, so I'm going to drag you to the map here, and I will bring up the map for everyone else to see as well.
Oh, they are ugly.
They are currently just floating idly in the water. Before we get into what you are going to be doing for tonight, let's go ahead and take our first break. That way we can get some of the drink and everything. If you guys are just joining us, we are currently doing another dice giveaway, another Kraken dice giveaway for Dicember. I believe we will be doing the drawing, I should say, after the second break.
Yep, that's kind of on par with when we've been doing them.
All right, so if you guys would like a shot at winning a wonderful pair of dice that Zorro just linked an image of in chat, use !Dicember. And once we're back from our second break, we will do the raffle for the night for somebody to win that. I honestly want to get that set.
Oh,
I'll probably
I have
buy
it.
They are super pretty.
If Zorro is okay with it, I would be perfectly fine with you entering this giveaway, because you and I are the only ones that are excluded from every giveaway because we're in every game.
It's for the community. Like, if I want the dice, I could buy the dice.
Okay, how about this? How about if there's 2 or fewer people that have entered when we're close to doing the draw, then you can enter. Then we'll have at least 3 people.
No, I'd rather have one of those 2 people win. Like,
okay, if there's nobody that has entered by the time we're ready to do the draw,
then we just carry it on over to Saturday.
I'm just trying to give you the chance here.
Zorro's like, December.
I'll do it.
All right,
you guys. I'm just kidding.
So let's go ahead
I
and
do
take...
have to say that dice set in real life does look as yummy as it looks in that picture.
That's not comforting. I don't want to end up trying to eat dice.
Don't eat the dice, kids. But we're going to take a quick 5-minute break so we can refresh our drinks and all that fun stuff, and we will be right back.
Yay.
Alrighty,
when
we
I
are
look in the
back.
mirror for morning.
Blinded by the Rojan.
I'm sorry.
Fortunately, all that did was make me think of the Twilight movies because that's how I felt in the second movie. When they took their shirts off, I was like, no, please put it back on. Please don't. Oh, and those
So-
movies make me angry. So
And scene.
Standing at where you are at now, Farron, you can clearly see that there are 4 of these McGurks. They have weird names. It's not my
I know.
fault.
I just want to say
Oh.
Ermagerd.
I know.
my
So
God.
do I.
McGurks.
You know
Yes.
they named them that on purpose.
Oh
too.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the McGurk was was one of the fan made ones for the people who donated high enough. And they all just seem to be lazily just swimming in the water at the moment.
I don't like it.
And when we were told not to swim in the water,
Do I know
they
how
get to.
Yeah.
they have good or bad vision?
What's that?
Do I know if they have good or bad vision?
Give me a nature roll or history
Okay.
roll, up to you.
Okay, Dice, you need to stop now. That's a nat 20.
You do know they have very
Don't tell them to stop.
very keen
All right.
very keen eyesight to the point to where they could see in pitch blackness.
Okay. So knowing that I'm going to be like, they can see.
They have
And I
eyes
just-
they can
and I
see.
just whip out my sword.
God.
She tends to say very short words. Okay,
This is
There's a
true.
reason for it. There's a reason why she says very few words. And you just kind of. No, I don't want to click that.
I have rifle up and ready.
Yeah.
Got it. I don't want to provoke anything.
I'm going to keep going through. I can already assume that they will see me on the land anyway. So
Well,
just gonna
Dorngol's gonna have everyone huddle up. And he is going to try to quietly cast while we're on the land. Water walk as a ritual.
Okay.
oh, okay, cool.
It's gonna take 10 minutes, so I'm trying to do it as quietly as I can, so I don't get noticed.
They don't seem to pay you any attention.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cast 2 spells as a ritual, but I want to do water breathing first because
Okay, water breathing first and water walk second.
because the
Alright.
duration is 24 hours for water breathing.
Okay.
So if I can spend 20 minutes and 20 seconds casting and they don't freak out, then that's what I'm doing.
All right, I'll roll perception rolls for each of them 3 times while this is going on.
The food is casting spells.
Apparently, when I said they had keen vision, I was lying.
How many sticks so far?
5.
5 sticks.
And one can see us.
Alrighty,
None of them
so-
see you.
None of them.
Perfect. So for the next hour, we have water breathing and water walking, and because like this just looks like all kinds of nope, Dorngrel is going to suggest we, like exit stage right
and just head north that way, like up this.
So
way.
you want to just go like completely around?
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have to go completely around. I mean, there's a risk that this one's gonna see us,
Yeah.
but I mean, I'd rather not us go here and then get surrounded. At least this way, we can at least try to go up this way and hope it gets distracted by something,
Okay.
and then
I
As Roshan moves them.
Well, yeah, it's been 20 minutes. They're not
I
in the
know.
same spot.
okay,
I
so
know.
They're swimming.
alrighty, well then, I mean, we're gonna have to jump one then.
We'll go right.
We're gonna have to jump one.
Can I ride it?
Like, I'm sorry, you know, at this point, this is a situation where we need to do Final Fantasy tactics. You know, it's like, you know, basically
Kill the
point
lone one.
Yeah, point target, geek the mage.
It is a sound strategy.
It is.
Let me just break weapon, thanks.
Yeah, it's like that guy is by himself.
Target the white mage, and then you're good.
Yeah, we just jump that guy, see how bad it is to kill one, and then decide to book it or not when the other ones eventually come at us.
Okay.
You can let me go up first and see if I can banish it.
I want a certain Minotaur or Centaur to charge the fuck out of it. That's what I want.
You want to waste a banish though?
If it gets rid of it, it's not a waste.
Got a point.
All right. Oh, Rojan, you need to put Rudgar on the board.
Oh, that's right, Redgar.
I'm going to stealthily
thing.
approach this one over. That's not my right button. I'm going to try to stealthily approach this one.
Oh man, poor Rutgar. He's not even on the map.
Isn't banish 30 feet?
Oh, is it? Oh no, it's 60 feet. Sorry, I thought it was touch for a moment.
It's like, nah, banish is a range spell. Are you kidding me? Like, if you have to touch, yeah, because that's like the Cambion spell of choice.
Yep.
Alright, I'm wearing a cap.
1 second. Hunter's Mark doesn't alert the creature that has been marked, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't think they know they've been marked.
Yeah, you're.
Hey.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it and prep to throw a dagger in case the banishment doesn't work.
Not shoot it?
Yeah, with a really, really loud gun. Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Alright.
What could possibly go wrong?
This
I'm
is
going
the
to-
weirdest group ever here. We're all being cautious. Where's my other team?
Where's Tickles that just decides I'm gonna cast explosions?
I need a
I'm
charisma
gonna
saving
shoot
throw.
it.
A charisma saving throw. Okay.
Okay.
How's a 15?
15 fails.
That's a fail.
That is a fail.
They don't have good charisma.
I was kind of betting on that.
They're alligators. Like, what charisma are they gonna have?
Yeah, they're monstrosities. I'm pretty sure that charisma is garbage.
And I'm going to whisper to the group, we have 1 minute. Let's try to stealthily head up that way.
Where did you even banish it?
Well,
It disappears for a minute.
Yeah, it goes to a random plane of existence.
I want to know where.
The great thing is, if you maintain the banishment and wherever it goes, if it's not its home origin, it stays there.
I thought it only stays there if it is its home origin.
No, if it's
Yeah,
not.
so if
You finish trying to.
if it's not, or if it is from the material plane, it gets banished to a harmless demiplane,
yeah,
and then
it'll
comes back.
return. If it's from a different plane and
It
stays
goes away.
banished for the full duration, it stays in its home plane.
yeah, it's like
Yep.
peace out.
All right, so you cast banishment. You see it just fade out of existence.
All
right.
right, and then
stage right.
yeah, stealth exit, get out of this noise and avoid the other
Stealth.
crazies.
All right, so what I need as you begin to move across here is we are going to do a group stealth check.
Woohoo!
At
Okay.
disadvantage. Let's go.
So, is there any modifiers from? I'm sorry, I don't have the list of things in front of me. Modifiers from the Hero Fist.
Not for stealth checks. No, the only checks you
Okay.
get off of that are wisdom, like wisdom saves and stuff like that.
Good. Think. Stealth.
Don't read them off. I'll just go one by one down the list. See who passes and who fails. All right. Varian.
So we'll start with Reaver's because his is significantly better than mine. Reaver got a 16,
Okay.
and Therian rolled a nat 1 for a total of 3.
Good job. Christiana.
Rolling at disadvantage, that gives me a 18.
Nice. Dorngal.
Well, I rolled a total of 9 because I rolled a 7 on my die.
Good job.
And Rutgar rolled a nat 20 and got 23.
Very nice. Rilled.
Natural 20 for a 29.
God damn.
I think you just like
Like,
I think you just walk to the
disappears.
shadow realm and like no one's gonna see you. Amelia.
19.
And
It's just OP stealthy enough to
and
catch
Farron.
Dorngal.
What's that?
Aaron,
Hey,
what's your stealth check?
Darren failed too.
Dirty 20.
Very nice. So that is 6 successes and 2 fails. So that means for this stealth check, you may move your movement speed across the map. However, whatever path you are taking.
Is the water difficult terrain?
No, because
we have
you
water
have
walking.
water walk.
Because we're water walking.
That's right. Yes.
I like to go this way.
Now, which way are we trying to go? North?
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
the exit is up here. It's up in the upper left-hand corner of the map.
As far as I can go.
remember, you can dash. So
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
dash.
We can.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay.
5:30. I'll be right next to this pupper right here.
and then freaking Rutgar with his like 80-foot dash because he's got a 40-foot movement speed.
Oh wait,
Uh-huh.
I have
He's
a
a
35
faster.
movement speed. So first movement.
This
Then
is why
second
I'm mounted
movement.
on Reaver whenever we're doing traveling stuff.
Because
At
Reaver's
50-foot
just a
movement,
car.
It's either going to
Oh.
be his 50 feet or my 25 feet. So I'll go with the 50.
His normal movement is your dash. All right, and as you are moving, you not only hear but see 2 of the Murgurks jump out of the water, and then there's this strange like noise as you see the tentacles begin to spin behind it as it begins to propel itself across the air.
It's fucking tails.
Oh my god.
And this one flies
Jeez.
down to here, and this one goes to there. That's how they fly, is they have to spin their tentacles in order to maintain
Wow.
flight.
I literally have this picture of them just this twisted knot of like this coil of their tentacles, and they're just like, you know, flapping outward like some rubber band helicopter you had as a kid.
I mean, if you want to see what they kind of look like that.
It's like,
It's so cute. Can I keep it?
I'm more
What a
concerned about the
ridiculous
teeth
creature.
on the stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, hey, you know, that just means the gastric tract is open on those 2 ends. So if it swallows you, you just jump out of its belly mouth.
I mean,
I
it looks
mean-
like
think
it has
so.
teeth on its tentacles.
You would
If
think
it's
so.
gonna swallow me, I'll make my own hole. Thank you very much.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
No, because the stomach mouth is its actual mouth. That's where it eats. The front one is just for biting.
Oh god, it's just for show.
It's just for show. It's just for biting. They eat with their stomach. They
Oh,
pretty
that's-
much grapple something in their tentacles and then just shove it into the stomach.
Oh, that's just all kinds of not good.
We continue to stealth north.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me an let's do another group stealth roll here.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled the same damn thing.
No, that's not as good.
Not as good, but still good.
I'm not even putting that precedent out there.
Yeah.
I meant for me.
Okay. Varian.
That is an 8 from Reaver and an 8 from Therian.
Oh,
Christiana.
Funny story. 8.
Dorngal.
I got a 12 and Rutgar got an 18.
Rild.
24.
Amelia.
19. Again.
Farron.
16.
Okay. Oh. All right, I need to do this. I'm going to flip a coin because it was tied. Heads gonna be a pass. Tails gonna be a failure. Okay. So everyone can begin to make your movements, but you cannot dash this round as
Okay.
you notice that your movements kind of sort of caught the attention of this one, but not enough to make it move towards you just yet, or make it aggressive towards you just yet.
Why is Reaver going that way?
Oh, are we not?
No, this
were we
is
not
the
going
exit up here.
around?
This is the exit
Yeah, I
right here.
thought-
Oh,
what
we
it
have
is.
to
Oh.
exit that way?
Yeah, upper left, upper left.
Oh, okay.
So
oh,
That
okay.
was my
if you want to take
bad.
it back and then move it over there, you can.
Well, no, I haven't moved my guys yet, but I mean, I was like, I want to go that way. It's like, all right. I mean, hey, you know, we're trying to be sneaky. I'll do it.
It's like cops and robbers. Go away, you gator.
Dude, we hardly ever try and get through a combat without trying to punch something in the nose.
This
This
is
is
a
why.
very true statement.
It's like urge to murder hobo rising.
This gator's like, tasty treats.
Well, it noticed movement, but not sure what it is yet.
Oh. Fuck. Oh, why am I last?
What's your
And
movement
unfortunately,
speed?
30?
I'm concentrating on that. I can cast a non-concentration spell, right?
You just can't
Yeah, it's,
like
it's 30 feet.
as long as it's not a concentration
Did
spell,
you
you're
not
fine.
dash last time?
I did dash.
Yeah, you should at least be where I am.
He kind of went like this.
Yeah, she went sideways and then up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You went. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, I was trying to avoid the fucking gator tots. You know?
Yeah, let me see. How is this?
They're
I'm
ermagerd.
sorry, the what?
The gator tots.
Yeah. The gator tots, the ermagerd, the flimflams.
The Ermagirds.
Ermagerd gators.
No.
But I mean, you know, I do like this. I mean, honestly, we usually like just try to murder hobo our way through stuff, and
Which works about 99% of the time.
Well, no, the reason why, you know, I think as a player, I'm trying to opt for more because I play in 2 different systems, as people know, and in Pathfinder, especially in Society, the adventures are written such that they kind of either force you to murder hobo or give you environmental checks to get through something. It's there's not a lot of, oh, let's try and be tactical and see how we get out of this. And
I'm actually proud of you guys for doing the tactical thing for this.
You know, so
Well, we actually have a party for once that doesn't have at least one person that's just run in there and shoot them, or run in there and bite them, or
Cast
run in there
fireball.
and do whatever.
I mean, one of you does have fireball right now.
Oh, trust me, I thought about it.
I
If
didn't
that gator
ask how
gets me
wet the
close,
marsh
I wanna
was. I
try
said I
something.
cast fireball.
You know what happens when you introduce fire to a gas-filled swamp?
Yep.
Doesn't
find
end
out.
well.
Florida.
doesn't end well. Florida, yeah, I've seen the pictures. Doesn't end well.
So you're
You
saying
mean-
I could not cast Cloud Kill and then cast Fireball?
You mean there's methane in these wetlands?
Cloud kill. All right, so
Cloud kill's fun.
Super quick aside: Cloud kill is not flammable,
But
Oh.
if you're in a high level game and you want to F with somebody, you cloud kill and then you cube of force. So you need either to make sure they can't move in the first round, or you have two separate casters. I did this with someone in competitive play, and the DM's face was just exacerbation because he was just like, what do? I don't know. I think they're gonna die in the cloud kill.
Congratulations, you made a magical roach motel.
I unfortunately, I'll use my 5th level spell to gain information this morning.
But yeah,
Yeah,
you
no other
could
fifth level.
definitely cast a spell if you want.
No, I'm more into Lotus.
Okay, let's
Can
do.
I hide in the water?
Actually,
Yeah,
With water walking, you won't be able to hide because the spell specifically moves you to the surface.
Okay, because I didn't know if it's like if I could just go in and if I need to pop up, it's like a ledge.
You'll go in, but I mean, if you try and stay under, the spell will physically try and move you upward.
Oh.
I will cast a spell actually.
okay, what are you
Oh,
gonna
fuck.
cast?
I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith, but I'm gonna put it. I want about 15 feet away from the creature, so like right in this area.
All right, what does Guardian of Faith do?
Oh, that's the wall of divine spirits that beats the crap out of stuff that comes near you.
Yep. A large special guardian appears and hovers for the duration of an
Oh, that's
unoccupied
awesome.
space. This is not concentration, right? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and a shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. Any creature hostile to you that moves within the space, within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on its turn must succeed a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage. Stays there for 8 hours. And he's a lark. Oh. I like that picture.
Yeah,
That's a Death Pact angel.
It's a good spell.
That's apt.
Yep, that's why I put it on the map. I'm like, you're a cleric of death. Here's a Death Pact angel.
Okay. Can
Yes.
it move 5 feet the right? Just so I don't want to put it within 10 feet of the creature. I want to put it within. Oh, sorry, left. My right.
Other right.
That way it's a little bit farther away from the creature. Yeah, we'll put it there.
Okay. So everyone, if you're going to continue the move, you can give me stealth checks again.
Okay.
I love my dice so much.
I'm glad
The
you're
more
enjoying
important
it.
note is your dice like you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
I have a set of dice that I love, and they want to see me dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have several of those.
I have a couple sets like that. They're
Like,
just
you're so beautiful. I'm gonna kill whatever character you trust me to.
the horrible thing is those same die as a DM will try and murder my players.
There you go.
So just murder hobo dice.
So Reaver got a 14, and Therian, is this whole campaign worth it, got a dirty 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. Christiana.
10.
Dorngal.
Dorngal got a 19 and Rutgar got a 12.
Rild.
28.
God damn.
Amelia.
17.
Aaron.
Natural 20, 22.
Very nice. And with that, you only needed 3 successes to clear this. You're able to sneak the rest of the way through without an issue.
Oh, thank God.
Because all of you decided to go the tactical route here and not just murder hobo, all of you can give yourselves inspiration.
Yay!
I still had
Awesome.
inspiration last time. Wasn't that a permanent thing?
Yes, it was. I still have that too.
Yep, I still have that one.
Well,
Oh,
now
I
you have
can't-
double inspiration.
Oh, you can? That's
I didn't think that
awesome.
was
Can we?
Oh,
You
Okay.
can, because this is technically a session inspiration. So it's like a special one.
I have a question.
What's the inspiration dice on this one? On these?
It's a
Advantage.
reroll.
Yeah,
Reroll or advantage.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's advantage. So what you got to do is you got to claim you're going to use your inspiration before you make the roll.
Cool.
So my question is based off the spell thaumaturgy.
Mhm.
Okay, could I use it with a performance check of ventriloquism?
To do what?
Like if I need to throw sound away, in a sense, you know how ventriloquists throw sound away.
Yeah, that's what thaumaturgy can do. You can
Okay.
direct where the sound is coming
Yeah,
from.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't even have to do a performance. It's just you direct where the sound is coming from, and that's where it comes from.
That's what I was going to do
Yeah.
next if I was going to have issues. I'm like, over here, go towards the sound.
Go towards the sound.
No, it's a really good way of making that happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think. I just do things. I shoot.
Yeah. Another good combo is you have one caster use thaumaturgy and you have another caster use dancing lights, because dancing lights, one of its abilities, as opposed to making little globes of light dance around, is you can actually make a humanoid illusion that is kind of glimmery and have it walk in a certain way, so you can actually like try and trick someone with the two spells.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So, as you clear this part of the forest or of the swamp, you finally come to dry land, entering into the jungle or into the jungle grounds itself. And as you begin to walk into the area, you can definitely see this thick, sickly green miasma kind of floating along on opposite sides of you on a path. The path itself seems to be cleared, as you can see that there's a small lantern post that's been jammed into the ground with a glowing blue lantern, or a lantern with a soft, like icy blue light glowing from it. The light from this lantern seems to be keeping the miasma at bay.
Can I make an Arcana check on the lantern?
Yeah, you most definitely can.
Oh, hell yeah. That is what I'm talking about. That is a 20 on the die for 21.
The lantern itself seems to be casting out some sort of protection aura.
I don't know. Do I know what the spell is though? Or
No, because it's not a spell. This is something that it's some sort of enchantment on the
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But the lantern is like pretty much making a safe pathway through the fog as you look down about another 60 feet and there's another lantern.
Do these look relatively new?
Yes, they do. Like the lantern posts look just to be made out of just thick wood that have been stuck in the ground. The disturbed earth around the post itself looks fresh, like it's maybe been here an hour.
Can the lanterns be removed? Like if I want to just like hold on to a lantern and walk with it.
Dorgo would know that if you were to remove the lantern, the pathway as you move further down the road would close.
Okay, never mind.
Do I see any animal creatures like about?
You do not. It is completely devoid of wildlife.
Wow.
Though as you're walking through, you can hear groans and like wet slaps and shambling moving
correct.
through the mists itself.
Recognize those sounds.
So the creatures that are inside the mist don't really see aren't really able to see you, nor you them.
So can I make the leap of logic to say as long as we're not in the miasma, we're not gonna be noticed by these undead?
You could make the leap of faith that it's given you a bit of cover.
All right, then my friends, I think as long as we stay within these lantern spheres, the undead they no can see us.
Before we get in, it might be a good time for me to tell you guys. I obtained some more information on this orb that is probably important to know before we actually go to it.
Or what orb?
Oh. I guess you weren't there when the elder was telling us about the orb that's creating this miasma.
Yeah, the one of the 5 orbs that the liches make. One of them is in this jungle. We need to find it and we need to turn it off, extinguish its power, stick it in a box and drop it in Lost Sea, something like that.
Well, there is no way to destroy it, but it can be deactivated.
Okay,
only-
kill orb.
It's only deactivated by a lot of blood from a willing participant that's no older than middle age.
How
Well,
much blood?
that seems like a bit of an
is,
arbitrary condition, doesn't it?
How much blood is lot?
Heavy amount of blood.
Mm.
And as this person who wants to do this gets close, it will be very hard for them to hold on to their own will.
I think I have idea. But I want to wait until we get to the orb to see if this might work.
Just want to make sure you have all the information.
So what's the age for middle age? Like 50?
Depends on it depends on the
depends on
character.
Yeah, whatever your life, whatever your natural,
Okay.
whatever your natural lifespan is, a middle age is roughly like half plus 10.
Okay.
Or well, I'm thinking like 2 rolls, but that's how they used to do it.
So, like 165 years ago for Therian.
Yeah.
He's a
Several
little
hundred
late.
years for Amelia.
Old ass dwarf.
Yeah, he's
He's
like
an old
right at
man,
the
yeah.
end of his life, basically.
How are you
There's
still
certain
alive?
races that it doesn't hit as hard, like elves. Elves really don't give too much of a shit about it.
Elves are like, what's middle age?
Yeah, I know. they just go back.
What's
to
an
the-
age?
They just go back to the freaking ether, where they came from.
They just press the reset button and they're like, okay, reroll.
Literally, that is an elf's lifespan.
So infinite amount of lives. Okay, cool.
Or you get the type of elf who is literally immortal if they aren't killed by physical means. They just
Yeah,
constantly live on.
yeah. Those are the few and far between. Aren't they? There aren't that many of those elves left.
Okay then. Onward.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sure as fuck not letting Therian take charge.
Are you
I mean-
still gonna lead on, or do you want somebody else to?
I'm gonna
I'll take
keep
lead.
doing it, but I'm not doing
Well,
survival this time.
Let's let Amelia
Okay.
do it.
I
'cause-
mean, don't we just have to just stay in the orb of?
yeah,
the...
but there can still be encounters. You know,
Okay.
one of the slappy ones can wander up onto the road or something.
All right.
Slappy ones? What the fuck is a slappy?
Like
You
you,
know-
can hear like some like slick slapping and
Yeah,
whatnot.
some derpy ass undead
Yeah.
decides to like break his coded pat and walk
For
outside
some
the boundaries.
ungodly damn means.
You know,
I'll use perception.
Okay.
Okay then.
for whatever reason, their hash routine is like malformed and they walk outside the bounds.
It's a glitch in the system.
That's a 21.
21. Okay. Go ahead and give me percentiles.
58.
58. Very good. So, as you lead everyone down this path, you pass by lantern after lantern after lantern. All of them shedding that icy blue light, keeping the miasma at bay. And you come into a wide opening that has these lanterns almost around a full circle. And in the center of this makeshift grove now, sitting almost leaning against a large fallen tree, is this strange looking creature. About 6.5 feet tall in height. Its body covered in this chitin-like armor. Leaning against the tree next to it is this spear that seems to be emanating this icy blue light. The body of this creature is almost reminiscent of a moth. Large, like plume-like.
Dorngal immediately grabs the hilt of his axe. He's like, these things tend to suck.
Yeah. They're like these large, like plume-like antennae of purple and gold sprouting out from its head. Its eyes just completely black.
Are we about to fight
Two
Mothman?
very vibrant and beautiful moth-like wings rest ease on its back. Though it doesn't seem to notice you at the moment.
Yeah, I hope not.
Blue of its spear match the blue of the lanterns.
It does.
Does it look hostile or does it look
It looks like
docile?
it's relaxing. It looks docile at the moment.
All right.
It doesn't even have a weapon in hand. It's kind of just like leaning against the tree, almost like it's trying to catch its breath.
I don't know if I trust this thing, my friends. It looks too much like the queen moth that tried to kill us before.
Well, how about, we don't assume. Just say hi.
That was what I was gonna go with.
As its head kind of turns to you, and like the antennae wiggle in as it notices you,
I wave.
and then it waves right back.
Okay.
Oh, well, you are a interesting sight to behold. You have your skin. Good for you.
Thumbs up.
I like him already.
Are
But-
these lantern yours?
Oh, yes. I've been busy at work trying to make a safe path for my people. This fog tends to disagree with, well, everything living.
That it does. We appreciate the path.
Oh, yes. Well, it wasn't intended for you, but you are welcome. But why are you here? This is
To
not
get
a
rid
place
of this.
to get rid of this.
Miasma. Gone.
We know what's creating it and we know how to stop it.
Interesting. We assumed that the gods were upset at us for not completely protecting this jungle, and this was our punishment.
No,
I don't think the gods had anything to do with this.
No, my friend. This is a combination of very bad things meeting together. Giant space rock with ooze monster crash into ziggurat thing ruins. Let loose the miasma, and there is a very dangerous caster lady who is trying to take control of the orb.
Oh yes,
from the liches.
I know of her. She and her ogre entourage pass freely through the mists as if it doesn't even affect them.
Yes. Well,
course
I
they
mean, she's a nasty type of caster, so not
As she
so-
always has been.
not
but-
surprising.
Any enemy of hers is a friend of mine. Please, come in, sit, take a load off, rest.
I'll go into the grove.
Like, how big of an area is the grove, by the way?
Oh, it's large. It's a large grove.
And we are within like a protection area?
Yeah, like
or-
you've got like you've got like a circle of lanterns that goes around the edge of it that's keeping the miasma at bay.
Okay.
I mean, we slept in a mimic. It can't
Yeah.
get worse.
Pretty much. I mean,
Don't say that. It
Yeah,
can
yeah.
always get worse.
It can't get worse as he pulls out the Tome of Beasts.
I know, right? It can't get worse. famous last words.
I mean, you guys just have no trust.
No,
undead-
not with you.
Undead Trask.
I mean, don't tempt me.
Don't give me ideas.
We already know there's
Trask is
undead
fine.
dragon in the area, so.
Trask is fine. I've still got one wish left.
That is true. You do.
Thankfully.
You know, I always just want someone to wish a Taras into the lower depths of hell. So Taras can just fuck around with everyone.
Dude,
Whoever's
there's way worse than Taras in the lower depths of hell. It's like,
It's a Trask with levels in Lich.
yeah.
Yes.
It's quite literally Tiamat.
Yeah. All right. My friend, I am Dongor. Your name, please.
Name. Ooh,
Yes. What do your people call you?
so freely you give your name. That is a dangerous thing, Dorngal.
It is custom, polite society. You know, I don't want to look at you and say, "Hey, you, Mr. Mothman." That is disrespect.
Mr. Mothman would work. Yeah. As I am happy you are thinking of removing this witch and the mist from our jungle, I should say. We barely know one another, and names have power.
true name hurts all.
I'm gonna bring up the actual sheet on here so everyone can see. If you guys want to take a look at him, you can look on stream.
Ah, he looks so cool.
Right?
It's
Love it.
awesome.
Oh wow!
That is really
Yeah.
awesome.
The Lunarians are awesome.
God damn,
Why couldn't Tickles fuck that? I'm just kidding.
that is
Wow.
Wow.
Let it be a
Well,
player
Tickle is
race.
so good.
You want rat moth babies?
Yes.
That's a disturbing
They
image.
are also fey.
That's cool with her. She's a kinky little bitch.
Oh look, we're duplicated on the map. We all have mirror image.
Let it be a player race.
I know, right?
I'll do it.
You can make anything a player race if you put your mind to it.
Make anything a player race if you're not a coward.
Not a coward.
Do it.
Do it.
No one says how well that will go for you though.
I'm going to take us back to the main screen because I just wanted to show everyone what the Lunarian looked like.
So cool.
Well, how about you call me Glamour for now? That's why you're not calling me a you or Mothman or any of the sorts.
Okay. I do not understand these names have power business. Is this some sort of type of magic?
It can be very powerful magic.
So ironic coming from you, Ezra.
Oh, I know. Dorngal has no idea about true names, so he's like,
Oh no, I get it, but it's still really funny.
yeah, he's just like, meh, whatever. He's just like, oh.
I was just about to head back to my village to give them the good news that a path of safety had been made. But you are welcome to stay here, camp if you must. Know that none of the mist will leak into this area as long as these lanterns are kept still.
Before you go to your people, can you tell me, is this type of magic we can learn? This seems very useful for these types of situations.
If you were to learn from one of ours, maybe. I've never seen Lunarian magic wielded by others, but These are indeed strange times that we live.
Yes, well, not if, but when we get through all this, if I can visit village, maybe learn from one of your shamans, witch doctors. I'm not sure what your spellcasters you call your peoples.
Elders.
Ah,
Any one of those who are able to wield the power of our gods are afforded the title of
well, if this is something that is allowed, then yes, I'd very much like to learn maybe this type of magic.
Well, if you are successful in ridding the jungle of this death fog, it can most definitely be something that we may grant to you. I cannot speak for the elders, but to say that they would be most thankful is an understatement.
Yeah, then definitely something to discuss later.
Well, I must be off before the sun completely leaves the sky. I tend to glow at night. He like unfurls the wings and just flutters off.
So not a rogue.
Oh
So
no,
not her.
definitely not. It's like
Sorry.
Got a
if you
lance.
see him at night, it's just like this beautiful like cloak
So-
of colors coming off the wings.
So now that
I
we,
love
so
it.
now that we've seen him fly away, is he or is he not like the Moth Queen from the tunnels?
Is not
Okay, so completely different. being.
completely different being.
Gotcha.
Because
All right.
the moth queen that you fought was something that's known as a conjoined queen. It's a monstrosity where a humanoid has been introduced to a insect queen, and they've kind of fused.
Okay, you can now make this a playable race now. I want to be a beautiful moth.
Yeah, like Lunarian, they're a fae. I mean, definitely, and they're technically neutral or chaotic neutral. So,
Perfect.
but yes, you now have this. Whoa, we got multiple people. What the hell?
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
Mirror image. We all have mirror image.
You face yourselves in combat.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not
We're
time.
going
It's
to
not,
be
it's not
doing
time for
that
that yet.
Thursday. We're going to be doing that Thursday, except they're undead versions of ourselves, so they're immune to poison and necrotic.
Oh, that's
Uh,
all kinds of fun.
So, before we move on to the next part of this adventure, let's go ahead and take a quick break. Get the last minute December entries in for tonight's Kraken Dice raffle. And when we get back, we will do said raffle and then continue on with the game.
Enter to win dice, otherwise it defaults to Rojan.
Does not default to me. But as sick of this, everyone,
It
we will be
defaults
right
to
back.
Zoro to choose.
All right, we are back.
No, we're not. I'm not done talking. Okay, we're good.
Too bad.
And I lost train of thought. We're good now.
And a dragon pops out.
Well, fuck.
So go ahead and do that wonderful little dice giveaway of ours.
Nice
Eh,
giveaway. Can I join?
Nope, you're an active cast member at the moment.
Is everything okay, Fox?
I forgot about that. I'm prepared. For everything.
I was worried you're gonna say, "Oh crap, I never opened it."
No, I didn't. I had my character sheet up. I was reading my equipment stuff.
How
Completely
dare you.
forgot about the giveaway.
No, we just advertised it this entire game, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I've got the memory of a goldfish sometimes. So because Zoro did enter it, if her name comes up, I'm just gonna re-roll. But
So
'Cause technically, she should be awake because she went to bed.
so I'm gonna close it up here and then draw a winner. And as we've been mentioning since the beginning of December, you do have to A, be here, and B, tell us what it is that you won in order to confirm that you have won. Then we'll just grab your Discord username from you and take it from there. So let's get a
Like,
name.
prove you're not a bot.
Yeah. God damn it, Zoro.
Hashtag rigged.
I'm
No.
sorry.
Again.
Yes, you are.
There,
Ooh.
hey, and you're here too. That was a quick
Ready.
response. So you
Yeah,
just gotta
what's-
tell us what it is that you won.
Yeah,
Ooh.
boy.
What is it?
Congrats.
What
You
do
got
you call
dice.
yours?
Perfect. Awesome.
Okay.
So I think I know what your Discord username is, but go ahead and put it in Twitch chat here for us anyway. Make sure to include the numbers after the hashtag, because we will need those numbers in order to send you a DM. So I will then pass that name along, adding it to our winners sheet here, and Zoro will get in touch with you when she's ready to ship that set of dice out. Congratulations, and we do still have 2 more giveaways left in December. One of them is a set of dice, which will be happening during our Pathfinder 2 game, Saturday starting at noon Pacific. And then the other one is a dice bag, custom dice bag, custom raccoon dice bag. And that will be given away during the potential final episode of our Christmas mini adventure, which is starting at 7:30 p.m. Pacific on that same Saturday.
I yet again don't have the dice bag handy.
Damn it, Raven, you're not prepared for our giveaway stuff? How dare you?
Don't
sir?
worry, I think I'm a dice. I don't,
Jeez.
Come and watch my kobold get turned into a vampire thrall and attack the party.
Siva, where's the dice bag?
I mean, vampiric kobolds did just come out, so
Where
I mean,
is the?
hey,
Other side.
Oh.
Other side.
Oh, he's
Oh,
getting
Let's
it.
see.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Flying dice bag delivery.
Oh,
That is
Yo,
the
awesome.
raccoon dropped it off himself.
And
or herself.
and it holds 170 dice.
Yeah.
That is a very large dice bag.
This thing's
That's a lot of
huge. They're
dice.
wonderful.
Yeah,
And
did such a great job on
very
it.
pretty.
Oh yeah, and it's got a Behold roleplay tag on it.
I love
Camera, please.
Camera focus. You have one job.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, it looks amazing.
I did not know it had a tag on it.
Yes, it's got the official Behold roleplay tag on it.
Yep, sure does.
It's official merch.
That is super sexy.
that
Yeah,
we're
it
not
is.
selling. We're only giving away.
Can we sell those?
They're extra life.
They're available
Yeah,
for extra
incentives.
life donations.
Yeah, we sell them by
Uh,
donating.
Yep. Every donation of $75 or more will get you a raccoon dice bag.
For the kids.
So
I like it.
Double win. You get a dice bag, you help the kids, and help the players. Triple win.
I like it.
as you are all setting up camp for tonight,
Yes.
is there anything special you are doing?
Yes.
Dormgo will suggest we take a magic item each and commune and see what the hell they are.
Correct.
Delia wants to pick up the armor piece, the
Okay.
chest piece. Just really curious what this is.
Okay.
if Theron isn't going to take the great axe, Dormgo will try and figure out what the axe is, or have Redguard do it, because it's obviously metal, so he's definitely not going to use it. But it could be something good for Redguard or Theron if Theron decides to take it.
I feel like Therion would be useless in trying to identify any of this stuff.
He'll just come up with a story of like one day he saw a belt in the shop or something.
He'll see everyone else like meditating over their items and doing arcana checks, and he'll just sit there pretending to do that and then tell a story at the end of it.
God, that would be so bad.
You'll have a story for each one of our items.
Yep.
I'll be included in the story.
Give you the full rundown history of that specific item.
Oh,
If
Oh, you
Rild-
even want? I did all
I'll
four.
identify an item away from Therion.
Okay. So which one are you going to identify?
I'm going to do the bracers.
Bracer. Okay.
So does that cover all the items?
There's
then?
the belt left.
Belt is left.
someone's got to do the belt.
Yeah,
Um,
if Rild isn't needed, like, to do that, he's going to be on watch.
Can I have Rutgar do the belt? Even though he's technically an NPC.
No, Rutgar can't do the belt.
Alrighty.
Can I do
Okay.
both then?
Amelia will hand the belt
Actually,
to
well, it would
Rild.
take you. It would take you 2 hours.
I don't have the spell, do I?
You don't have to.
Oh, no, you don't have
just
to.
meditate over it for an hour and you learn it's.
Oh, well, I can do that then.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, because it's not really an Arcana roll or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it
You
does-
just study
yeah.
it for an hour and it's like, I do this.
It's
Wait,
like,
we no
oh,
longer do Arcana rolls?
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
That's just like a homebrew rule that we use sometimes. But
Oh, okay.
pretty much you study it and you learn the abilities from it.
Cool.
So, let's go around. So for the armor, this is a blessed piece, or a blessed full plate, or full breastplate, I should say, specifically from the god Lathander. This chest piece holds no weight, meaning those who wear it do not suffer the full plate speed or stealth penalties.
You need to give that to Darian.
On top of that, once a day, the wearer can use Turn Undead and has a 10 hit point pool of Lay on Hands.
Oh, Necrath. I like that.
That is
Protection
awesome.
wise on it, it acts as a +1 full plate.
Ooh.
Who has the belt?
I handed it to Rild.
No, Christiana has it.
Christiana
Okay.
has it. Christiana,
Yes.
in your hands.
Question: is somebody writing this all down, or do you want me to?
I'm writing.
I was writing.
think
Okay,
multiple
Fox is
people
all
are-
right. Writing.
I think
Great.
I write
I think
everything
multiple
at all
people are
times.
taking notes down. In your hands, you hold a belt of frost giant strength.
Oh my god.
When you wear this belt, your strength is now 23.
Damn.
Put belt on.
Yes. This is mine.
I'd like to use that, please.
The bracers.
Yes.
You wear these bracers, you grow 2 extra arms. On top of that, your attacks double. If you have
Christiana.
2 attacks, you now have 4 attacks around.
Damn.
And not pure warrior. Be better on
Not to
someone who
mention,
is.
you can hold multiple weapons or more weapons.
2 two-handers.
Yep, 2 two-handers, 4 one-handers,
So
3 one-handers, and a shield.
I'm a
You're
fighter.
saying I can wield 2 great axes at once. if
Yes,
I'm-
you can.
Your hammer plus the great axe that's being
Now-
investigated right now.
The great axe. Dorngal. As you're
Yes.
looking through it, you notice down at the lower end of the haft, there's like this lever that you can reach out and squeeze. And when you do, there's like a burst of air that comes from around the outer edge of the blade of the axe. Looking at it more, you could see that it's trying to draw something from that canister that's inside of it, but it's empty. Taking the canister out and replacing a new one and doing it ignites the blade of the axe.
Like on fire?
On fire. It is a gas-powered weapon. That-
Ooh.
Lost Raven.
Yeah, we lost Raven. Oh no.
Oh no.
On top of that, you can morph it by pulling a couple levers near the head of the axe. The haft slides out and is a sword as the head of the axe turns into a kite shield. When this happens, when you pull the lever that's on the haft, the blade of the sword ignites in fire.
Oh, that is so
Wait,
cool.
so the handle becomes a sword and the
The
great
axe
axe
head
blade
becomes a kite
becomes
shield. Yeah.
I thought he was going to pull a Bloodborne where it's like, here's the axe and it's a long freaking lance.
and then instead of the axe blade going on fire, the
The
sword,
sword blade goes on fire, yes.
That is cool.
These gas
That is
canisters that
badass.
you have with you have enough gas in it for a 10 round continual burn.
So each canister?
Each canister.
Damn.
And how many
That's pretty cool.
canisters did we find?
There are 8 canisters in that bag remaining, not counting the one that's currently in for the testing. When you have it in the sword and shield version of this, the shield is a +1 shield, the sword is a +1 sword.
No, Raven's power went out.
When you stick the axe back into, like when you form the axe, it's a +1 great axe. Modifying or changing the blade of changing the weapons from a great axe into a sword and shield and back and forth takes an action. Igniting the blade is a bonus action. While the blade is ignited, the creatures will take an additional 1d8 fire damage.
And that's whether it's the axe or the sword.
Yeah. Whatever it's on, if the fire is ignited at the moment, it will deal the extra d8.
That's nice.
Very nice.
Holy crap, that is bonkers.
And, for the sake of my notes here, which of these items, if any, are attunement items?
None of them. None of them are
What?
attunement. The skeleton that you found back at the thing was a chosen warrior of Lathander.
You know what? That explains why he died.
Wow. Wow. Rude.
Oh man.
What did Lathander ever do to you?
I don't know
I don't
who it is.
honestly have an answer for that question. I just get angry whenever the Thunder shows up.
Irrational anger.
Well, he
You know,
just laid
holy
his
bro-
gifts at your feet.
Yeah, Holy Bro Sun God shows up and we're just like, no, screw you.
I'd like to praise the sun, please.
Oh, that's why. He's the god of morning.
Yeah, he's
Morning
the Morning Lord,
suck.
the Sun
Well,
Chaser.
And I think part of my anger is because I'm currently going through Curse of Strahd, and Lathander is such a useless piece of garbage in Curse of Strahd.
Well, yeah, because of the Barovian curse. It's not his fault.
Yeah, so every time I see a symbol of Lathander, it's like sliver of hope. Oh wait, you can't do anything.
Barovia.
So I just have all this
It's okay,
misdirected
bro.
anger at Lathander.
It's not his fault that the sun is illegal in Barovia.
Well, maybe he should just shine brighter.
I mean,
Oh,
if only he could.
Shine bright like a diamond.
All right, so yeah, Raven said that his power went out.
Do we want to like maybe wait and see if it's something short, or do we want to just press on or call it?
I've got a little bit of an RP moment with Amelia. I'd like to get out of the way. So I mean, if we want to keep going, I can do that for just a little bit.
Let's actually take a quick break so maybe Raven can get an assessment on how long the power is going to be out, and we can make the decision off that.
Sounds good.
All right, so Sigos guys, we're going to take a quick break here so Raven can figure out the power situation, and we will be right back.
Through what's
Okay, we are back. So
Everything that would make it perfect would be the belt for me. But
it
other than
looks
that-
like there is a Raven is in the middle of a huge power outage.
Yeah.
So we are going to call it a little bit early tonight. That way everybody isn't a person down for what's coming up, or what could possibly be coming up, because we're going into watches during camp, and then what's coming up afterwards. What's up?
I was gonna say, did you hear how we decided to break down the weaponry and whatnot?
Nope.
So Therian is gonna take the breastplate,
Okay.
and Christiana obviously
Took the belt.
co-opted the belt. She was like, mine.
I blame her.
And then the bracers and the great axe are going to the tiefling, who's basically going to use the second set of arms as the sword and shield.
The tiefling.
The tiefling.
Farron.
Oh, that's right. Farron's a tiefling. I was like, who's the tiefling?
Yeah. So basically, I'm sorry, it's katana and shield in the upper arms, and then flaming sword and kadashi in the lower arms.
I am quad wielding, motherfucker.
Okay. That's that definitely works out. All right, so yeah, we're gonna end here a little bit early, everyone. We will catch you all on Saturday for 2 D&D session, or a Pathfinder session and a D&D session, starting off at noon Pacific time, with Azarin kicking off another episode of Withered Wastes, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign. And then later on at 7:30 Pacific time, we will be doing maybe the final episode. I say maybe the final episode, as in there may be one other episode afterwards, of Mr. Raccoon Comes to Town, which once they complete it, there is a very special surprise awaiting everyone. So see that glare of doubt. So that's definitely going to be something you're going to want to catch. But yeah, we're going to head off, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you on Saturday.